Hi, this is Prajapati, and right now you are watching Efsaw Truth. Without wasting any other time, we directly enter into the topic, and that is in the last video I was talking about earth, fire, space, air, water. So today we are going to know about the Efsaw is inside our body. So our total body, human body, is formed by Efsaw. In what sense? I am going to explain it. The first element is earth. So we have earth in our body. How? In what sense? So, for example, we have bones in our body, our skeleton, we have teeth, we have nails in our body. So it is formed by body. These all three elements, which are considered as a earth, because earth means very solid and very strong element. So these three things, our body is having nails, bones, and teeth. So you can say these things are compared to the earth because these are strong enough, right? So earth is in our body. And the next element is space. The space, I mean, the empty place is always in our body, in our nose, in our ears, in our eyes, in our mouth, and in our neck. Whatever we eat, it will go inside by a space. And in our heart there is a space. That's why the oxygen is entering and exiting. In our nervous system, total nervous system, it is having some space. That's why the blood can flow throughout that. So in our intestine, the food can supply from one place to another place because there is a space. Otherwise, how it can be? So our body is having space inside it. So our body, you can say, inside our body there is a space. Outside our body there is a space. So totally space is all over. And water. The water is inside our body because 70% of the body is formed by water, and you can say blood, whatever. So it is there inside our body. And what comes next is fire, temperature. Our body's temperature is more than the climate temperature. In the climate, the temperature is there, but in our body, the temperature will be higher than the climate temperature, and it is always there up to the death. I mean, from the birth to the death, we always be in a temperature. So what is the temperature? Where it is coming from? Okay, I know our body is not having any fireball inside, but still we are feeling some temperature. Whenever we feel hungry, our stomach will be sensing like a burning, and our when we get angry, so that time our brain or our head will feel like something tensed, or we feel like something hot or heat. So totally what I'm saying is there is a fire inside our body. That's why when we feel fever, when we are feeling unhealthy, so our body will rise its temperature. So you can say there is a fire inside our body. And the remaining thing, the air is always there inside our body. Without that we cannot exist, because air means, we can say, oxygen we are taking inside and we are leaving carbon dioxide. So you can say earth, fire, space, air, water, these all five elements are always in our body, because by those five elements our body is formed. Not only our body, you can say, in the universe, in the whole universe, whatever life you can consider, maybe that is animal, maybe that is a bird, maybe that is a tree, whatever. So in every creature there is Efsa. I mean, these five elements. Because of these five elements, the whole universe is formed. So that is the thing I tried to explain you. So we don't have any option to exist rather than these things. If even any one element in these five misses, then we cannot exist in the life, right? So just like a fire, when we die, our body loses its temperature. When our body is alive, then we are feeling some temperature inside our body. But when a person dies, his body will become very cold. His total body will become cold blooded. So you can say that person is died. I'm not telling these explanations spiritually. I'm scientifically telling it. I'm scientifically giving you so many examples. You can touch, you can sense that. Even we can see the earth kind of structure is existing in some animals, just like goat and deer, rhinoceros. They are having a tree-like structure in their head, on their head, and the foot of any animal is very much strong enough, just like a earth. It is formed very strong. The foot of, you can say, horse, the nails of elephant, these are very strong enough. So you can consider these things as earth. And the next thing is, our body needs food in five different types. So those five different types are five different elements. So we are taking earth as a food, we are taking fire as a food, we are taking water as a food, and also we are taking space as a food. And every five elements we are taking as a food. It's like earth, fire, space, air, water. These are five different dishes what our body is taking, and it is forming by that. So you can say, for a simple example, we can understand we are taking the earth as a food because whatever we are eating, that is coming from the earth. Either it is veg or it is non-veg. And the water, we can also understand by water because we are drinking water every day, and without water we cannot exist, we cannot live for a longer time. That is proved. So our body needs earth and water. Not only these two things, our body needs space as a food, the sky as a food. How? So whenever you consider in a very dark or very congested room or very compressed room, very small room, when you consider inside that, you will not be able to feel comfortable in that. So you will come out after some time. After some moment you can be there, but after that you will feel irritated, and you will feel that when I'm going to be outside of this box or in this room. So you can say our body needs very more space. It needs space as a food, otherwise it will not grow in a good way. Just like when we see any big garden, when we see a big sea, big beach, very vast space, or you can say big infrastructure, whenever we see those things, our body will feel good because indirectly or directly our body is eating it. In some sense it is taking it inside our body, so our body will grow, our body will feel good because of space. So we can say space is so much important to our body. So we are eating space as a food. Scientifically, right? I'm giving examples. When you consider yourself in a very rush area, you will not feel good. So you can't be in a rush area a long time or a lifetime. You cannot be in a small space for a long time. So we need more and more space so that our body will grow enough, good enough. So next example, we can say fire. We are eating fire as a food. We don't know that, but scientifically it is true. The sun. What is the sun? Sun is a fireball, right? He is nothing but a fireball, but he is very far away, so we can see him as a light. So from him, the sun rays, the light is coming. That's why we are feeling days and nights. We can stay in day effect lifelong, but we cannot stay in lifelong in a dark effect. I mean night effect. So we can say that the sun rays are very much strong enough, and they have so much of power in that, so that our body is growing, we are getting vitamin D, and the plants are making the food, they are contributing their life because of the sun rays. So sun rays are, we are eating that in somehow. We are not directly eating by the mouth, but we are taking the fire as a food. And our body is always in a fire, right? Or when a body will turn into cold-blooded, you can say that that body is dead. 60% of our daily life, we are eating 60% of food in our daily life, that is hot food, heat food, we are always eating, right? So intentionally sometimes we eat 20% very cold food, just like ice cream or cold coffee, whatever the cold food we are eating. But remaining 20% we are intentionally eating, but the time the situation will come like that. But the major percentage we are eating the food as a fire. So that means directly not fire, but the food which is having some heat and hot or more temperature food. So directly or indirectly our body needs fire as a food. Just like air as a food, we are eating it. As when we breathe in and breathe out, we are making transaction with the air, I mean oxygen and carbon dioxide. And our body wants food as earth, fire, air, space, water. This is the thing what I try to explain you. Let's finish this video. We will talk about any other topic in next video. So we'll see on what topic we are going to discuss and we are getting knowledge. So until that, thank you so much for your time and take care. Bye bye from Prajapati.